Hello everyone, it's me, Starvox. Welcome back to the SPT show. There's a ton of activity here on the reserve map. Right now, let's go take a look. I'm at the beginning of the match, and I noticed that a bunch of bots spawned up here at the observatory station, or the radar station, or whatever this may be up here in the reserve area, and they were all clustered around this door, making a lot of noise and bumping into each other. Now one of them remains, and he's unsure, left alone by his squad, creeping around, looking for something. Anything. Well, you know what, guys? I think he found what he was looking for. Because he finds himself in the SPT show. This particular SPT show being a very special one, in fact, because, as you can see in the distance, we have new things to investigate. But also, as you may know, oh my gosh, a certain very fun mod has recently been updated and brought back from the dead so that we can enjoy ourselves more and create some better destruction in Tarkov for everyone to enjoy. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you may remember it very, very soon, because I've shown this mod before.
Observer, this is station. Copy. Stand by for rolling.
That's right, everybody. The air support mod is back. We can once again send A-10 airstrikes down on our foes in Tarkov and use a helicopter to extract. You see that guy? That was very unfortunate for him. He turned to see me just as I spotted him. And despite the lacking performance, looking down sight, I managed to shoot him directly in the face. So that worked out pretty well. Listen everybody, I hope you're doing very well. I'm super late and very behind on these videos. It's been one hell of a couple of weeks. And of course we're approaching Christmas too, so there's just no shortage of things happening. As you could hear, that was actually the radio controller telling me that air support is available again. And we can slide over here to this rock real fast as I look around in the tree and everything. Oh, isn't that interesting, by the way? You can hear the swish again, because I'm not using the Visceral Bodies mod anymore. I talked about that before, but now we finally have foliage swish back, and I was missing that. It's pretty useful. Oh, wait. Did you see that? I like shot him in the face when he turned around. And he was cool. I think he missed. Wow. So I suppose this guy's squad didn't actually get all that far. Maybe that was actually the guy that I spotted up there at the top. But I am unsure. Anybody else hiding down here? I think maybe I hear a footstep or two. And trust me, we'll look at that Bepinex entry in just a moment. I'm having a tougher time doing, like, audio locating as I play in this raid right now, because as you probably saw, I'm not wearing any hearing protection, and that's mostly because I wanted to test the deafening mechanics in SPT live on the show. Okay, I'm safe now. Let's take a look here at the Bepinex entry for the fire support mod. It's pretty much exactly the same as it used to be, at least I'm pretty sure. You've got all the same controls. I've given myself the maximum amount of autocannon strafe requests and helicopter extraction requests, and also adjusted the, I think I adjusted, yeah, I did adjust the extraction time a little bit. I reduced it so it wouldn't take quite so long. I haven't sped up the helicopter at all. And yeah, I didn't actually adjust the wait time for the helicopter either. It's just very useful and fun, man. I was really missing the airstrike. It's not immersive, it's not necessary, but it's just so cool and crazy to have the ability to call in an A-10 to launch a strafing attack on an area in Tarkov. It's just bizarre and amazing, and if you're a person like me, you love like ace combat games and flight simulators and stuff, so the closer we get to, you know, that sort of combat in a combat zone, the more happy we tend to be, and that guy is definitely dead. I don't see anybody else down there with him, however I am a little wary of these buildings. So, in order to use the airstrike or even call in the helicopter to extract, you must use the rangefinder, the Vortex 1500 rangefinder, keep it in your inventory and then equip it, and then you can actually just open up the gesture menu, and without having to actually look down the scope of the rangefinder, you can just go ahead and set an area for a strike. First, you have to place the area, then you must adjust its direction, so you can probably see the direction in which the arrows are fading and reappearing. If I set it like this, the strike will go in this direction, away from me. Does that make it any more safe? Marginally. It is extremely dangerous to do this. Your character can easily be caught in the line of fire. You'll have some blue-on-blue explosions real easily. Check this out. Wow. I see now. That was interesting. So, I guess because of his angle of attack, which was not very good. Yeah, we can tell. He came in from this direction, and the giant rocks, sort of like bouldering this side of the map, actually blocked his shot for the most part, and it ate up a lot of those rounds until just a few hit the building over here, so that was strange and interesting. Okay, now I'm gonna try something else. Alright, that doesn't work. I was actually gonna try to pull up the gesture menu while in the free cam to see if I could just, you know, like, set off a strike from the free cam. I thought that'd be pretty interesting, but it does not seem to be possible. Now let's see if I can't adjust the direction of this strike so that it's completely visible to us. Select the autocannon strike, and then I'm gonna set this one over here and adjust it so that there should be no problems whatsoever making the approach and the attack. Set it just like so. Gonna get down, jump into the free cam, and let's run over here. We'll probably even be able to see the A-10 come in from this this angle. Yeah, there he is over there, you can see him. And there he goes, as you can see. So it can be effective against the enemy. Now, this isn't wartime, so my enemy isn't necessarily a body of infantry, it's an assumed body of infantry, or at least combatants acting as infantry in Tarkov. So it's not like I have intel on their positions or anything. I would have to sight them to actually like know where they are, and certainly well enough to be able to land the strike on them, and also time it well enough so that it actually lands on them. All that's to say that it's not the most effective combat tool. It is, however, very cool, which is why I like it. And there's that guy way over there. Oh, I really got him. That was just a pot shot, but as far as you know, I totally meant to do that. Right, so let's get inside away from all this gunfire real quick, and also I'm going to reload because 3 rounds may not be enough to deal with all this. I do have a laser pointer on this rifle. Are these guys inside? This is the VPO, so it can't fire full auto. Yeah, that sounds pretty dangerous. Nothing. Man, the concentration of bots in this map is really reducing my performance. It's not too bad. Also, I am using a different recording method in case anything looks different this time. I'm just using NVIDIA's video recorder, Shadowplay or whatever. I had recently a very, very tough time with OBS. It continuously crashed on me. I wasn't able to use it hardly at all, really. So I needed to switch. That was really one of the large reasons for the delay in my video. I wasn't able to correct a corruption that occurred, and it was very difficult. Alright, let's try to land a strike on that building over there. See if I can do some damage to the occupants. I'm gonna aim it like right at them. So hopefully this will be alright. I'm gonna hide my character back here so that I don't get hurt. Oh, there's a guy on the roof. Well, that was not maximally effective. In fact, that guy seemed relatively unharmed by the strike. Oh, I see he's actually healing himself now. He is using the field surgical kit to save his own life, I suppose. He's heavily kitted. Got the MDR on his back as well. Oh, he's healing again. He took a lot of damage. Well, as long as he's just gonna stop out there in the open. Whoops. There he goes. You can't live forever, boy. That's my job. So what have I got in my hand this time? This is the 136, the Vepr KM. I like to have it with a suppressor on it, of course, and some good optics despite the performance loss. It's a heavy-hitting weapon, I really like it. Only fires in single, but it sounds cool, it looks cool, and performs well. So I've been using it for kind of all-range engagements, but this day in particular, this is the way I'm using it. If I go up to the roof, will I have any encounters? I haven't heard anybody up here, there's been no activity. I'm pretty sure they would have revealed themselves through all that racket and commotion. I still don't see the guy who was on the roof of that building over there, maybe he left. So this is version 3.7.4. I noticed, of course, it's totally a thing now, but when I was originally trying to make this video, 3.7.5 had just come out. And I know that it's been a few days now, and there's been some updates, so hopefully everybody's enjoying that version. I'm going to be trying it very soon. I've seen that lots of my regular core mods have been updated, so it won't take very long. I'm gonna review it and see what changes have been made and what I should talk about here on the show. That'll be the next episode of the SPT show in 3.7.5. I do know, that some are still on 3.7.3, and also there's some in my server who are still on 3.7.1, so I suppose if you currently have a preference about which version you're using, let me know in the comments below. So far, 3.7.4 has been very stable for me. I'm pretty sure 3.7.5 contains more... Whoa, bug fixes, did you see that? Somebody just got shotgunned. Oh, there's somebody over there. There's someone in that stairway. Wow. There were 2 people in that stairway. It sounds like there's only 1 now. Oh, is that him? Whoa, okay. Shh. You know what the safest way to exchange fire turns out to be? That's right.
Observer, this is Station. We got you. He's inbound. On station, beginning strike. Attacking.
Whoa, that was a good one. I managed to cover the entire front face of the building that time. Maybe even got a few explosions in the windows.
You like that?
Whoa!
Yeah. Alright, well, he's all finished. Station out.
Wow, he was just about to start running. And I hit him directly in the side of the helmet. Now, I think I also heard some more footsteps. Like I said, it's been very strange without the headset on. But I can still hear most things for the most part. Now, if you're familiar with the SPT Realism Mod, you know
Observer, this is Station. We're ready again with fire support. Just call it.
that it includes deafening mechanics for your ears. Here they are, deafening and audio. So the headset truly protects you from deafening in this game, and the deafening consequences are somewhat dire. So, luckily, I have this suppressor on my rifle right now without any hearing protection on, so it's not so bad on my ears, but if I end up indoors fighting and firing around other men, my hearing will start to go down. I'll start to tunnel out. I'll get tunnel vision. And my hearing will not return to normal for quite some time. So it's pretty much a great idea to use hearing protection with the SPT Realism Mod running, especially if you're using the deafening and audio mechanics. Of course, they can be disabled or toggled just like the regular med changes can be. I think it adds more to the experience if you're, you know, just like firing a rifle like crazy, especially indoors, to see that tunneling effect is cool, and also to hear your hearing sort of blot out. It's just much more immersive. Hopefully we won't have to contend with that too much, you know? Are they still fighting over there? I think they are. Well, how about we check out another mod while they're doing that? I can probably make this more useful. Let's see here. First of all, let's use the time and weather changer to adjust the time. We're going to make it darker, just like that. And then I'm going to come in here so that we can talk about a new thermal optics mod overhaul system. Let's see here. We're going to be using Borkel's thermal package and also Borkel's night vision. Gonna put that right there for now. And I'm gonna pull out the Zeus optic. Put it on my Vepr KM real quick. So that we can see what it looks like with this mod running. Ah, there we go. Very cool and realistic. Of course, this is the new thermal optic besides. But it looks really, really good. If it seems very close and very long to my face, that's because I have the eye cup on. I don't always use that. But I do have it on this time. I don't see any more activity in there. I see my bullet hole where I shot the building. Nobody through the windows or anything like that. If I toggle, I can switch between white hot and fusion, of course. Whoop. They are indeed in that building still. Of course, the thermal optic won't be able to see through any glass that may still be up on that building. I can't see anyone in there right now, but this looks really, really good. I love this. This is super cool. And then back to white hot. We can also try the new Echo 1 as well. Things may not be quite as visible through this one, because it's much more of a reflex sight than anything else. Also, that guy was invisible in Fusion. But in white hot, I can see him running around. It's very clear. It looks very much like a screen. You can see the pixels. Oh, I think I could just see somebody through that window also. It's actually a little bit easier to track their flashlights than it is to track them with the thermal right now. But my favorite one altogether would definitely be the Reaper. The Reaper IR sight, for me anyways, is always the clearest and easiest to use. I think it has my favorite sight picture. And its thermals look best. Oh wow. They're really gunning around in there. I guess I should be glad that nobody's tried to sneak up on me this entire time. Of course, as I scan around, I don't see anybody else on the ground right now. They may well be underground. Most are in the buildings, of course. Oh, there's another one over there. See that? Where will he move to? Oh, also, check that out. I can actually use the FOV fix mod to zoom with my scroll wheel, incrementally. Got him. If I hold control and use the scroll wheel, I can zoom the optic. In picture. Very nice, very nice. Oh, there's another one. Y'all, it's too dark for you to be trying this. Wow, he is like armored, and I guess he can't see me because he's not shooting me. Also, good grief, man, would you die? Wow. That fella had some amazing armor, and there's just so much going on right now. Guys, you're not doing so well. But that's just fine for me. Right, let's take a look real quick also at That's Lit, since it's all dark still, and we can take advantage of this more easily, especially since it's more visible. If I go into Bepinex, That's Lit, there are tons more settings now. I can't remember if it was exactly this way the last time I talked about this, but there's just so much. This mod has become so robust, and I really like that. Alright, so all the info is active. I can see that in the top left, as usual. As soon as I get to a place where there is a change in the environment, for like, you know, foliage or something like that, it would say so up there in the top left. There, as you can see, it reads foliage and terrain. Oh my goodness! What in the world? That was truly terrifying. How's about one of these? I need to recover my position. Only 2 left. Anyways, as you could probably tell, up there in the top left it reads that I am being affected by foliage. My visibility, that is being affected by foliage. You see that light come on and off as I approach it? Oh, you hear that? Let's fit my optics back on there real quick, and then equip my helmet to see what night vision looks like with all these mods running. Yeah, that's nice. Very clear. It's got some... Whoa, noise. This is super dangerous. They're shooting in my direction. Obviously, this is the monocle, so it's just one circle of visibility. With the aqua blue light amplification. Let's see. Oh, I can still look down the small optic. That's nice. Whoop, I missed his face. I had to shoot him in the body a few times. That was brutal. Oh my god. Everyone, I'm glad you were here to witness that, because I just don't know what to say. Oh gosh. Check my ammunition, 11 rounds. I need to be aware for any more trying to sneak up on me, because I do hear them. Let's shuffle some of these rounds. Put the empties back in my pack. Not try to load ammunition into an already full magazine, but probably do this. Oh, I didn't mean to unequip that. I just want to unload that. Put this in there. Unload this ammo. Put it into that magazine. Slide this magazine in here, and then do that. I still have 3 frag grenades, which is good. I'm going to swap out my monocle for my thermal optics, my thermal headset, so that we can then see what they look like. And of course, this is very clear. It just has the emulated pixels or the simulated pixels to make it look like you're looking at an actual screen. And it's still reduced to the circle of vision in the center. It's just super clear, and it looks really good, and I really like it a lot. I super appreciate that. Always remember, if you're using regular laser sights, they're not going to appear in thermal vision. You'll have to use special IR lasers for that. Now the sun is rising a little bit, so it's going to be much easier to see. I do still have a couple other things that I want to talk about. Oh man. This guy sounds really close. Yep. He slid in with his Santa hat and slumped to the ground. It's not very festive, but it felt good for me. Happy holidays, everybody. Oh, now that most of that is out of the way and things are looking pretty nice out here, we're going to make our way towards that strange column of smoke in the distance to investigate what that means. And hopefully I won't encounter too much danger along the way. I've certainly already had my share. So if you like the AI control mods that change the bot behaviors and make them more dynamic and interesting and also more capable, like Sane and Donuts and the Realism Mod, etc., then you probably also like the very critical mods looting bots and questing bots. So, to add motivation to their pathing around the map, you can use looting bots and questing bots to force bots, or at least give them the ability to, loot bodies, loot containers, and also seek out quest items and carry out those quests as they're capable of doing so, at least. And if I can if I can get this guy to not be quite so manic right now, him and his friend, I'd like to observe them, there we go, actually looting. So as you can see, the bots are indeed going to bodies. Their kills, these guys actually, I think, killed these scavs themselves. And very excitedly, with extreme elation, loot them. You can see them taking the equipment. They will remove gear like vests and bags and leave it on the ground, just like actual players might. They will twitch violently and run around aimlessly, just as realistic players might. So, you know, it's really not all that different from live Tarkov. In fact, I enjoy it even more. Yeah, so looting bots does indeed work. If you're ever having conflicts or problems with those, you'll want to address it quickly because it will impact your performance and also the performance of the bots in general. Meaning you may encounter them and have strange encounters because they're just doing weird things. Well, you know. Oh, a 103, that's good. I'll gladly take that, sir. Mr. Anderson? Anderson Smothers. Interesting. So how has your performance been in version 3.7.4? Like I said before, it's been pretty good for me. I'm looking forward to the 3.75 update, but not for anything critical in particular. I just want more development to happen, of course. More new things. More fixes. Oh, you see that guy? Blasted him. Be sure to leave a comment to tell me about any specific mods that you want to see in the next episodes. Since I'm back on track with my videos now, I'm going to be taking many more requests and showing off pretty much any mod that anybody wants to see, while I do my Zero to Hero series on the side. So make sure... Whoa, you let me know! That was a terrible idea. He could have gotten me, but he did not. Jump over here and try to get myself out of the field of view for everyone. Down to 11 in there. Let's switch it up. I should be getting close to that mysterious column of smoke that I saw in the distance now. We can go take a look at that. Oh my gosh! That was pretty smart of him. Okay, so there's the tunneling effect all the more clear. The deafening, as you can see in the Realism Mod, as I shoot this gun. Could you hear that? I started to go a little deaf, and the tunnel vision was pretty strong. Since I wasn't firing for all that long, my hearing came back pretty quick. Oh my gosh! I thought I saw somebody over there. My hearing came back pretty quickly, but if I were inside or using a louder weapon or I was surrounded by more gunfire and explosions, it would not recover so quickly. I'd be in danger. Okay, so I don't have to worry about him anymore. Still got 20 in this thing. Let's run up here. Aha, I found it. Check this out. I've got a mod that adds in crashed helicopters to SPT-AKI. Just like in some other games like DayZ, etc. There's actually an option here in the Weapon menu. Oh, I'll have to close. That's lit. If you see right here, there's really only one setting, and that's the chance that one of these crashed helicopters will appear in your raid. I've set it to 100% so that I'll definitely see one this time around. But as you can imagine, you can approach the helicopter, as long as it's safe to do so, of course. Open the door, and then just climb right in. It is burning and on fire, but that's not really a huge problem. I mean, you know, like, you're safe inside the chassis of the helicopter, even though it's a raging fire that's burning high into the sky. It's not gonna hurt at all. There's no heat damage whatsoever, so I'm just gonna open up this trunk and see what's inside. Sometimes I'll find a load of ammunition, so it'll be like all bullets. Sometimes it's all medical stuff, and this time I see it's kind of a collection of useful items. Got some good batteries for quests, of course. The Loadout manual, and some various tech items. So this wouldn't be as interesting to me as some of the others, although that's very high value stuff. You could easily load up your bag with all that stuff and take it back to sell or use them all for quests and easily clear a bunch of things off your list, so that's very, very useful. In addition to the airdrops, it's just something to add the possibility for you to get much more useful loot, more valuable loot, into a raid. Not totally necessary. I do think it's kind of immersive, especially with the air support mod. Having a helicopter to extract you, you know what I mean? Is kind of like, well, maybe that helicopter gets shot down sometimes, and it ends up here in the map where you can find it, and you have to go deal with it. You gotta go, like, get the wreckage or whatever so that the enemy can't find it or scavs can't loot it and have it. Oh, okay. Got him. And once again, I am extremely low on ammunition. Gosh. Get rid of this. I guess give me a shotgun. I have to have something to shoot with, don't I? Oh, he does have a crowbar. And an ornament. How nice. Okay. It's got 3 slugs in it. Not too bad. It's okay because we're almost done with this one. There's only a couple more things that I want to talk about. Before I do get to those, I mentioned the Discord server, Club Discord. If you're not a member of that, check it out. We've got some extremely helpful people in there. We always like to talk SPT and some other things as well. If you have an interest to hang out with me and us, please join. We'd like to have your company, of course. in that Discord server is my content review team, and I very much appreciate you guys. Please stick around, keep talking to me, I very much appreciate your help. If ever you become interested in helping out the Starvox YouTube channel, be sure to let me know in that Discord server, I'm sure we could talk. I always need good ideas, and I always need feedback on the things that I'm working on, to make sure that my small audience is always satisfied. Aha! So I'm not sure if I've mentioned this before, but another extremely useful mod that I really appreciate is use loose loot, and also search open containers. So with this, you don't have to pick up an item from the environment, put it in your inventory, and then go into your inventory and select its usage. You can just grab up a box or a bottle from the environment and use it right then and there. The same goes for medical supplies, which can save time. If you find like a bandage right away or something in the environment, you need to heal yourself, you can just choose to use it from the context menu instead of simply taking it, stick it in your pocket, and then trying to find a way to use it there. I actually don't know why that's not included in the base version of the game. It seems so necessary. It's just strange to have to do such a video game rigmarole, I suppose, and do some... Yeah, inventory management and stuff like that. Listen, guys, that guy spooked me a whole lot, and now I've got the jitters, so I think I'm going to end this SPT show here. We've covered most of the things that I wanted to talk about today. There's still so much more because I'm so far behind, but don't worry because I'm currently working on all of that stuff. There'll be another video very soon. I hope you liked this episode. I know it was a bit of a rush job, and my catch-up is sort of preventing me from talking about all the things that I would prefer to, but we got a lot done today. So let's do the last cool thing that we can do, and call in the helicopter to get us out of Tarkov. Sounds good. That's really all that's required. Just like with the airstrike, you're going to place down a beacon for the helicopter to come to. And based on your settings, of course, how long it'll take the helicopter to arrive, it will zoom in, just like Metal Gear Solid 5, if you're familiar with that game, one of my favorites. Oh yeah. You can call him in, he comes screaming in with that helicopter. And then he'll stop right over here to pick me up. And here I go, everybody. Thanks again for watching. Like and subscribe. Stay tuned for more. Be well.